Hello everybody, welcome to 2020 serial movies. Woo! Okay, so this time we're gonna make an Oscar nominations.
Yay!
Do you think that the Oscar nominees is worth it?
Yes,
Yeah.
many of it lah.
Yeah.
Anyways, first thing first, we'd like to apologize for lack of videos last week. One of us fell very sick. And we'd just like to say thank you everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And if you're new here, consider subscribing.
Yeah, and for those of you who already subscribed, welcome back. Thank you for joining us
Yeah.
today.
So this time, as we mentioned, we are going to do the Oscar nominees.
I'm Darfius,
I'm Tera.
and you're watching.
Serial movies, Oscar edition. Okay, anyways, so this time we're gonna do the Oscar nomination videos. So we're gonna tell you guys the nomination and our prediction of who's gonna win the category.
True.
This time, as you can see, we're doing something different. We're outside today, so yeah.
We're experimenting to see how everything
Yeah.
goes well. If it's good, maybe in the future we're gonna continue more video outdoors,
Yeah.
or maybe more location change wise. We'll see. So yeah. So here are the nominees for the Oscars. So first up, we have Best Live Action Short. We have Brotherhood, Nefta Football Club, The Neighbor's Window, Saria, Sister. So this one I haven't watched it yet. So I'm gonna choose the one with my hunch. I think I'm gonna go for Nefta Football Club. I'm not sure why, because the title seems interesting. Yeah, so if it's like best live action short, if I find it in YouTube, maybe it's one of the videos that I'm gonna watch it. Nefta Football Club.
So yeah, I chose Brotherhood. Probably they're gonna win, so we'll see.
Right, so next
One, Best Documentary Short. We have 5 nominations. First is In the Absence, Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone, if you're a girl, Life Overtakes Me, St. Louis Superman, and Walk, Run, Cha-Cha. So my prediction, the winner is going to be St. Louis Superman.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but maybe this one I'm gonna take Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone, if you're a girl.
Okay.
So next we have Best Animated Short. So Best Animated Short, we have the Zera. I'm not sure. The Sarah, right? Okay. So the Sarah daughter in some languages, I think, and the Hair Love, Kid Bull, Memorable, and Sister. So yeah, for me this one I'm gonna choose Kid Bull. It's
I
close
have
to
watched Hair Love, so I think I'm going to choose Hair Love because it's the only one I've watched.
yeah.
So next, for Best Visual Effects, the nominees are Avengers Endgame,
Woo!
The Irishman, The Lion King, 1917, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
So this one I'm gonna choose Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Usually they have a good visual effects.
Okay, they have good two contenders in there. So I guess if he already choose Star Wars, I'd have to choose the Avengers. Endgame. Whoop, whoop.
So next one we have Best Sound Mixing. In this category we have Ad Astra, we have Ford vs Ferrari, Joker, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So for Best Sound Mix, I'm gonna go for Ford vs Ferrari.
For Best Sound Mixing, my prediction the winner would be Ad Astra. Yes. Moving on. For Best Sound Editing, the nominees are Ford vs Ferrari, Joker, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And my prediction would be Ford vs Ferrari.
So for this one, Best Sound Editing, I'm gonna go for Joker. For some reason, I like the sound in the movie. Yeah. Alright, moving on. We have a Best Production Design. So this one, we have The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. So Best Production Design, I do love Parasite, but I'm gonna choose The Irishman because the setting of the time, it looks real.
Okay. Well, I know for a fact I watched behind the scene for 1917 and Parasite. I know that they built the set from scratch and from design and all. So I'm pretty torn between Parasite and 1917, but most probably 1917 will win.
So we have this time for Best Original Song. We have I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away, Toy Story 4. I'm Gonna Love Me Again, Rocket Man. And I'm Standing With You, Breakthrough. Into the Unknown, Frozen 2. And we have Stand Up, Harriet. So for this one, obviously, I'm choosing Into the Unknown. I love this song. Alright, so how about
For me, I think I'm gonna choose the I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocketman because they won Golden Globe, so there's a big chance that they're still gonna win again in Oscars. So next one we have Best Original Score. The nominees are Joker, Little Woman, Marriage Story, 1917, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And my prediction would be The Rise of Skywalker.
Best Original Score? So this one, I'm choosing Joker. No reason needed. I just love Joker. Moving on. We have Best Makeup and Hairstyling. We have Bombshell. We have Joker, Judy, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and 1917 Best Makeup and Hairstyling. I would go for Maleficent.
Me too.
Yeah, so yeah, because I think the makeup is pretty hard to make her horn. Right?
I don't know. I just think the whole thing is pretty hard.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, so yeah, that's our prediction. For Best International Feature Film, ding, we have Corpus Christi from Poland, Honeyland from North Macedonia, La Miserable from France, Pain and Glory from Spain, and finally we have Parasite from South Korea. And of course, we all know which one we're gonna choose. And obviously, we're gonna choose Parasite.
Yay!
Duh.
Because Parasite won everything already.
Okay.
That has something to do with Best Foreign Film. So yeah. For Best Editing, we have Ford vs Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite. So for this one, I'm gonna go for Best Editing, right? I'm gonna go for Ford vs Ferrari.
Me too.
Yes,
I just feel like there's a lot of hard to create scene, and then they kind of stitch it together very well. So yeah. So for Best Documentary Feature, we have American Factory, The Cave, The Edge of Democracy, For Sama, and Honeyland. Okay, even though Barack Obama tweeted about American Factory, but I have just read the synopsis for Sama and it was amazing. So I guess I'm gonna go for Sama.
With that, so I'll be on the team with Barack Obama, American Factory. I haven't
Okay.
watched all of it.
Okay.
So yeah. Best Costume Design, we have The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Woman, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So for this one, we're gonna go for Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, the war clothes, it looks real.
Oh, it's so cute.
The kids goes to Nazi camp, so what more do you need?
I guess for me, I'm gonna choose the winner to be Little Woman. So for Best Cinematography, I think this is one of my favorite category.
Like choosing this,
Yeah.
for example, yeah.
For the nominees for Best Cinematography, The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. My prediction would be 1917.
1970. Alright, so for Best Cinematography, I'm gonna choose Joker. See, it's so biased, but I love everything about it, so yeah. So next one, we have Best Animated Feature. We have How to Train Your Dragon in the Hidden World. We have I Lost My Body. And we have Klaus. We have Missing Link and Toy Story 4. For this one, I have a... what do you call it?
Mixed feeling?
Alright, for this one, I have a mixed feeling between Toy Story 4 and How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. So I'm gonna go for How to Train Your Dragon in the Hidden World. I
Yeah,
cried
me
harder
too.
for that one.
Me
So
too,
yeah.
I'm gonna choose them also.
Yeah,
How to Train Your Dragon. Next up, we have Best Original Screenplay. I think this is for writing. Number 1, we have Knives Out. Next, we have Marriage Story. We have 1917. We have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then Parasite. My prediction would be Marriage Story. I mean, I kind of torn between Knives Out and Marriage Story. Because one, who writes a love story about divorce? Secondly, Knives Out was just pretty genius. So yeah, I'm torn between those two. How about you?
Best Original Screenplay, I'm not sure, but I'm choosing 1917. It's a simple one. but I like it, so I think I'm choosing for 1917 for that. So best adapted screenplay, we have The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, we have Joker, Little Woman, and The Two Popes. So this one maybe I'm gonna go for The Irishman. How about you?
I'm gonna go for Joker. For our first acting award for Best Supporting Actress, the nominees are Kathy Bates from Richard Jewell, Laura Dern from Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson from Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh from Little Woman, and finally we have Margot Robbie from Bombshell. And my prediction would be Laura Dern from Marriage Story.
Yeah, for me this time for Best Supporting Actress, I'm gonna go for Scarlett Johansson, Jojo Rabbit. She's so sweet in that movie. So yeah.
We've just watched the movie, by the way. That's why it's kind of still fresh in our mind.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for her. Rooting. Have your first win? Alright, so that's one. This time we have Best Supporting Actor. We have Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. We have Anthony Hopkins, The Two Popes. Al Pacino for The Irishman. Joe Pesci for The Irishman, and Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I got a strong feeling that Brad Pitt might win this award because he's the popular favorite. But if you ask me personally, I'm gonna go for Al Pacino.
Okay, but I still guess Brad Pitt's gonna win. So let's see who wins.
Yes, true.
Next one, yay! For one of the biggest award, the nominees for Best Director: Martin Scorsese, The Irishman; Todd Phillips, Joker; Sam Mendes, 1917; Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood; and Bong Joon Ho, Parasite. Obviously, I'm gonna choose Bong Joon Ho.
Yeah, I want it to be Bong Joon Ho.
Okay, so I change. My prediction would be Sam Mendes for 1970 for the fact that I know it's a long shot kind of movie, so I guess it's surely pretty hard. It's a challenging thing to direct such movie, and he did it very well.
True. And for me, I want it to be Bong Joon Ho personally, because I think he does such a great job. But for me, I got a feeling that maybe Todd Phillips won it for Joker, because I love how he manages to handle such a troublesome actor. Joaquin Phoenix admitted himself that he was such a big pain in the ass, and then he manages to control him and pull off the movie. So I think, yeah. So now the best flower in the movie. So this one this category is Best Actress. So for Best Actress, we have Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story, and we have Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse.
We have Saoirse Ronan for Little Woman, Charlize Theron for Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger for Judy. Me, I'm gonna choose the one that I already watched. So I'm gonna go for Scarlett Johansson again. She should bring those back, both of them. I hope. Yeah. How about you?
I hope Saoirse Ronan actually wins something this time. She has been nominated for years.
Yeah. She started very young, and
she's
been on the Oscar radar for a while now.
Yeah, maybe she'll win for Best Actor. Whoop, whoop. So the nominees are Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver as Ben Solo from Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix from Joker, and Jonathan Pryce from The Two Popes. Obviously, we all know who's the winner this year. Joaquin freaking Phoenix.
I thought you said Laura Dern. Just kidding. Of course, it's gonna be Joaquin Phoenix. Woo! Yeah, I mean, like, we're hoping to be that. But sometimes some of this year's Jokers, some of the year Oscar like to surprise us.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else.
So finally, we've come to the biggest award of the Academy.
The very big
the best
thing.
Picture for Oscars 2020. The nominees are Ford vs Ferrari.
We have The Irishman.
We have Jojo Rabbit.
Joker.
Little Woman.
We have Marriage Story.
Then we have 1917.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Finally, we have Parasite.
So this is the big one. So me.
What's your prediction?
My prediction, and I was hoping it to be Parasite. So yeah, And no, I mean actually this one I was hoping to Parasite. I torn between Joker and Parasite. This is two of the most favorite movie of mine this year. So, but yeah, it's a lot of expect to be put in Best Picture. So maybe I'm gonna go for Joker. Yeah, because the movie is about mental depression, about how people suffering through poverty and through the rich people stumble down upon the poor. So I think this issue was there in our world. So yeah, I think Joker has the impact that was worthy to be won Best Picture.
But every year, the Academy will surprise us with their winners. So this time, my prediction would be 1917. Just because they probably get highest mark in every aspect of filmmaking. Directing wise, cinematography wise, acting wise,
How does the
and
movie make
writing
you
wise.
feel? 1917.
I love it. Makes me like I'm part of the movie. I'm part of those two soldiers that are going through the no man's land. It's pretty amazing.
I really love the angle for 1917. Feels like I'm with them.
Yeah,
I
you're really
agree.
close to the characters. So I guess yes, the Oscars will be aired on the 9th of February. So we shall see who wins everything, who will take home all the awards, and are all of our predictions will be correct. So we shall see.
Alright.
And as our little celebration for the Academy for the Oscar season, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick probably 5 or 6 categories, and we're gonna review all the movies in the category, and then we'll post the video as a countdown, as a special countdown
Until the day
until
of
the
Oscars.
Oscars. Yes,
So do look
probably
forward.
very very soon.
Alright, so do look forward in our social media pages and
Yeah.
YouTube. We're gonna alert you on the video that we're gonna post.
So if you have subscribed us, turn on the notifications button so you can see which movie we are reviewing every day, and hopefully you guys can watch it and be with us on this special countdown for Oscars, because we're very very excited. Yes.
Alright, so that's it for our Oscar nominations video. Thank you for joining us today. To those of you who like this video, please hit like, and those of you who hasn't subscribed, subscribe, and do follow our social media pages. We're gonna put it around here. So do look forward for our special countdown.
Yep. See you around.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Happy Oscar season.